Have you ever wondered why life keeps changing? Why some days everything flows perfectly and other days it all falls apart? Watch this video till the end, because what you'll hear today might completely change the way you see life. Life is never still. It shifts every single day. Some days everything goes your way. You feel healthy, strong, full of energy, with that powerful "yes, I can" attitude. And then suddenly something unexpected happens. An illness, a setback, a loss, and everything changes. One moment you may feel secure, stable, even comfortable. The next, a single event can shake that foundation. That's just how life moves, unpredictable, ever-changing. But here's the truth. No matter what happens outside you, you still have a choice inside you. You can choose peace, joy, and gratitude in spite of the chaos. You can choose to be happy, not just when life is perfect, but especially when it's not. Because happiness isn't about waiting for life to calm down. It's about learning to stay calm and choosing light, even when the storm hits. You know, it's funny. Weeds don't need your help to grow. They don't need water, sunshine, or care. They'll push through concrete, breaking through the cracks of a sidewalk without any effort. But if you want to grow something beautiful, orchids, roses, or any rare flower, you have to nurture it. You have to give it light, patience, and care. Your mind works the same way. Negativity is like a weed. It grows on its own. You don't have to try to be angry, jealous, or doubtful. You don't have to force yourself to feel guilt or regret. It just happens because the mind, left unchecked, drifts toward what's dark and heavy. That's why when life throws challenges at you, the first thing you must stop doing is attacking yourself. Stop replaying every mistake, stop judging your worth, stop thinking you're not enough. We all do it. I've done it too. It's a habit that grows because the world around us is filled with negativity. But you don't have to absorb that energy. You can build a shield around your mind and spirit, a shield made of awareness, gratitude, and strength. Protect your peace. Refuse to let the noise of the world invade your inner calm. Don't let negativity win. Don't let the world pull you down to its level. Rise above it. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Be careful what you allow in, because not everything deserves space in your thoughts. The truth is, you can't live a positive life with a negative mindset. What you feed your mind becomes the quality of your days, your choices, your energy. You get to decide what to listen to, what to ignore, and how much attention to give to each voice around you. The world is loud, and if you're not careful, it can drown out your own inner voice. That's why you must strengthen yourself from within. Start paying attention to the way you talk to yourself. Speak words that lift you up, not pull you down. Sometimes the only encouragement you'll hear all day will come from your own heart. And that's okay. Tell yourself, I can do this. I will make this happen. I am capable. Learn to be your own cheerleader. Build yourself up even when no one else does. Don't wait for someone to validate your worth. Remind yourself of it every single day. Because it's easy to stay at the bottom. It doesn't take effort to settle, to complain, or to give up. The bottom is crowded because it costs nothing to be there. But to rise, that takes strength. It takes discipline. It takes the courage to say, I'm going to challenge myself, no matter what it takes. And that's where growth begins. Not when life is easy, but when you decide you're done living small. There are mornings when even I have to pull myself out of bed and say, come on, let's go. Because the truth is, the biggest enemy you'll ever face isn't out there. It's inside you. The voice that says, I can't. The one that whispers, what's the point? That's the real battle. If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can't harm you. Most people look at someone strong and think, "You've got it all together." But strength doesn't mean life is easy. It means you choose to show up no matter what. Like a lion, you may not roar every day, but you still stand tall through every storm. A lion doesn't reveal its wounds. It just keeps moving. That's power. That's focus. Your attitude is everything. A negative attitude doesn't just hurt your progress, it destroys it. Think of Michael Jordan playing with the flu, still scoring over 40 points. Why? Because he showed up. He refused to let his pain stop him. That's what winners do. They show up even when it's hard and they bring their best energy anyway. So, no matter what you're facing, show up. Show up with faith. Show up with positivity. Because when your attitude turns negative, you're not fighting the world, you're fighting yourself. And you're too valuable to let yourself lose that battle. That's why you have to guard your mind carefully. Turn off what drains you. Stop watching or reading things that steal your peace. Most of the news is designed to make you fearful and powerless. Don't give it that control. If something is important, you'll hear about it anyway. Protect your mental space like a sacred temple. What enters your mind shapes your mood, your focus, your decisions. Start filling yourself with what strengthens you. Gratitude, learning, prayer, good music, kind people, inspiring voices. Because if you don't feed your mind with good things, life will feed it with noise and fear. And remember, if you don't program your mind, the world will do it for you. So take charge. Speak life into yourself every day. You have to learn how to live in this world without letting the world live in you. The noise, the negativity, the doubts, they'll always be there. But you don't have to let them shape who you are. If you truly want to step into your personal greatness, to live a life that's happy, healthy, and fulfilled, you have to be willing to go against the tide. You have to stand up and say, no matter what's happening around me, I'm still in control. I won't let this situation define me. I won't let it destroy me. I'm going to rise and do something about it. When I first started dreaming about becoming a speaker, I told myself, yes, I can do this. I can make it happen, but it wasn't smooth. I failed more than once. I lost money, felt foolish, made mistakes, and trusted the wrong people. I remember those moments when the world called me dumb, and honestly, a part of me believed it. But then I caught myself. I said, no, Les, this isn't who you are. You're not dumb. You're learning. You just haven't figured it out yet. I realized that every failure was part of my tuition, the price I was paying for the lessons I hadn't yet learned. So I shifted my focus. I started studying. I read books. I attended seminars. I sought mentors who had already walked the path I wanted to walk. Slowly, things began to change, not because the world got easier, but because I got stronger. I stopped waiting for permission and started building myself. I stopped calling it failure and started calling it training. When you change the way you see yourself, everything else begins to change too. The world outside will always test you, but when you build the right world inside, you become unstoppable. You can decide, right now, that you're going to work on yourself, that you're going to grow, evolve, and empower the person you see in the mirror, because no one else can do that for you. People who truly make it in life don't wait for perfect circumstances. They create them. If the door doesn't open, they build a new one. If the path doesn't exist, they carve it with their own hands. That's what separates those who move forward from those who stay stuck. Yes, there will be challenges. You'll fall, stumble, and question yourself. But when you've been reading, learning, and doing the inner work, your lows won't break you. They'll teach you. You'll still fall, but you'll fall forward. You'll still struggle, but you'll recover faster. Because your strength won't depend on what's happening around you. It'll come from what's built within you. Sometimes you might cry. Sometimes you'll feel like giving up. And that's okay. It just means you're human. But deep down, even in those dark moments, hold on to that quiet knowing that everything will be all right. Because the real growth, the kind that transforms your soul, happens when you get knocked down and decide to rise anyway. That's where your spirit expands. That's where your faith is tested and refined. Life will hit you. It will test your patience, your belief, your strength. There will be moments when you'll hear, "You're not good enough." There will be nights when your family looks at you and no one knows what tomorrow will bring. But even then, even when the answers aren't clear, keep one thought alive in your heart. We're going to make it. Because you will. Life is hard. That's the truth. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to test you, to shape you, to see what you're really made of. Every challenge, every rejection, every setback is part of the process that builds your strength. If you're not giving your all, if you're not willing to sacrifice, if you quit every time it gets uncomfortable, then you don't really love what you say you want. Because real love, whether it's for your dream, your purpose, or your life, shows itself when you refuse to walk away, even when it hurts. Your greatest moment often comes right after your lowest one. In that dark hour of despair when everything feels lost, that's when your true self speaks. It's that quiet, stubborn voice inside that says, "Get up. This isn't the end. You've still got more in you." When you hit the bottom, you learn what power really means. Because when there's nowhere left to fall, there's only one direction left: up. And that moment when you rise again despite the pain, that's your finest hour. I know because I've lived it. I didn't have advantages or shortcuts, but one day I realized something powerful. All people are created equal, and I already have what I need inside me. I am my advantage. And so are you. So stop waiting for someone to call you, to approve you, to give you permission. Don't wait for validation or a sign from the world. Whatever life you dream of, that's yours to build. No one's going to hand it to you. I say this not as someone who had it easy, but as someone who failed, got back up, and failed again. It took me 12 years to earn a 4-year degree. I've been knocked down more times than I can count, but I always got up. I brushed off the pain, learned the lesson, and kept moving. Because success doesn't belong to the smartest, the strongest, or the luckiest. It belongs to those who refuse to quit, those who fall, cry, rest, but still rise again. It's not about how big you are. It's about how big your fight is. I was never the smartest in the room. I didn't get straight A's. I didn't graduate top of my class. But what I do have is heart. I've got will. I've got the fire to go after everything I want, and I refuse to stop until I get it. You can't outwork someone who never gives up. You can't defeat someone who refuses to quit. Bring on the fight, and I'll match your energy. Match your focus. Match your strength. Because the harder the challenge, the greater the growth. Your problems may not make sense right now. Your pain might feel unfair, your circumstances illogical. But listen, if your life feels like labor, you're doing it right. Growth hurts before it heals. Keep pushing. Your breakthrough is coming, and when it does, the pain you feel today will seem small compared to the strength you'll gain tomorrow. Don't give up. The reward is always greater than the struggle. Remember this: life is only 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. You can't always control the storm, but you can control how you stand in the rain. If you want to ignite your dream, you've got to shut out every single voice that tells you it's not possible. Block out the noise. Believe in yourself so fiercely that no one can shake you. Say it with conviction. I am the greatest. I am capable. I am ready. Because life will try to break you. It'll hit you hard when you least expect it. But if you stay ready, if you stay focused and connected to your purpose, those blows won't break you. You'll already be charged with belief. Today might not be your day, maybe not even tomorrow, but your day is coming. Keep your energy high, your faith strong, and your vision clear. Turn your pain into power. Transform your struggle into strength. And remember, here at Seeking Inspiration, that's exactly what we're about. Helping you rise again, no matter how hard life hits.